And then you got to talk about the money.
For winning the Super Bowl, the winning team, each player gets $178,000. In other words, the Super Bowl isn't a part of their salary.
It's a lot of money.
And because the game was played in California, and California has a jock tax, and they look at duty days. So each team spends 7 days in the state of California. So those are 7 duty days, and they pierce your regular salary at 3.5%. So he has to pay, when you take in account he got the $178,000 plus his overall salary, he has to pay the state of California for spending 7 days there $249,000.
That's just so stupid.
Yeah, but it's costing him $71,000 to go play in California. Now, if I'm the NFLPA, now you got to remember, it's probably even more than that because since he's in Seattle, he's playing against San Francisco 49ers. That's another day he's there. And he's playing against the LA Rams. That's another day he's there. So he's probably had like 9 or 10 duty days, or maybe even more than that in the state of California. So if I'm the NFLPA, I'm like, hey, we're not playing any more Super Bowls in California, which is not.
Are we not? Well, let me just tell you where the Super Bowl is next year, big dog. Is in L.A. In L.A., last time I checked, I ain't looked at a map lately, but I think that thing in California, bro. Nah, I know what he's saying, and it's real, and he clarified it at the mid part, talking about, well, you got to pay a whole lot. I remember when they first started to insert that. When I first got in the league, they weren't talking about taxes per state. And then midpoint, all of a sudden, it was like, no, we got to pay every state we're in for the amount of time we were there. I guess that's the duty tax. I was like, what? What are you talking about? I'm not going to lie to y'all. Average Americans out there, do not feel bad for these cats. You make so much money that you're going to spend that money on taxes, okay? So whenever somebody got a high tax bill, they made a lot of money. That's the first thing you should think. People always think they broke. Oh, no, they made a lot of money. And one thing about debt that people don't understand and don't give enough respect to is that there's good debt.